Well, what's up, guys? Canadian Guy here. Um, yeah. So, to those who don't know, and to those who are not on Twitter, to those who, um, to those on Twitter, to anyone who doesn't know, and I'm just quickly sharing all this. Oh, dear me. Okay, so I'm going to go right off the top. Just quickly. Okay. So, this is what happened. Yesterday, I received an email. And I didn't receive an email. Let me just collect my thoughts here for a second. Yesterday, a friend of mine, a fellow subscriber, sent me a link to a channel that they found. And on that channel, there was a bunch of details. And it was simply called Spyro the Dragon. And it was set up to be looked like to be like a dummy email. And it looked like it was set up for something coming in the future. And it was designed for something. It looked like it was designed for something that was going to come for the future, and it was just template. And there was an email there, and it was a Gmail email. Now that should have been my first hint. So, but it was a Gmail, and I decided to actually contact it. I thought, let's get a hold of this. Let's just see. And I thought, okay, let's get a hold of them. So I got a hold of them, and I sent an email asking the legitimacy of this channel. Which then I got a response. Now, of course, anybody could have responded. Anybody could have responded. Literally, anybody could have responded. And what happened was there was a name there. And I looked up the name, and the name had a credit in the Insane Trilogy. And I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. That kind of pushes the legitimacy even more. I'm playing with this because it helps me not stress so much. It helps with the legitimacy more because, and I looked on the person's, resume. There was an online resume, and it said that they still worked at Vicarious Visions. And it was a Q&A tester, and he was a game tester. I'm not going to give the name away, but because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But it said that he was originally a Q&A tester for Vicarious Visions. So I believed his legitimacy, and he had me. We talked for a little bit, and his response at first was very much like every other response. It was, there are no current details out yet. Please stay tuned for details. No, it's not that Spyro's not getting remastered. It's just that there was false information that was released. So the guy legitimately, I saw he had the same name and had the same credit for the Insane Trilogy. And so he gave us an answer that, the same BS PR answer. And so I told him, thank you for getting back to me, that I was honored that he was getting back to me. And, I just feel like I want to vomit. I said that I was honored that he got back to me, and I was happy. And Then more, he said, I asked him, the question I asked him is, have our voices been heard? Hashtag Unleash the Dragon. And he responded, yes, you have been heard. Just let us do the unleashing. And I was like, that's awesome. Then he followed up by saying that although you might not hear what you want until June. And yet I was like, that's E3. Oh my gosh, freaking out. Everything's amazing. Everything is cool. So then I received another email from him saying, hey, do you want to know more? And I was like, well, yeah, I would. But I mean, are you allowed? And he says, well, for legality reasons, you have to pretty much sign an electronic non-disclosure agreement, which was fake. Now I know. And so I did, but I read over it first, made sure that there was nothing bad in it, making sure there was nothing like, you will now sign your life away. And that none of that happened, which was good. So I signed it, and he started talking, and it was just giving information, like, and all the information sounded like, it sounded really smart, and it all sounded like legit. It was all things that we talked about, all things that we predicted, but also things that, you know, we knew that was a bit of a stretch that weren't in there. Like, we asked for skins. They said there's no planned skins at this moment. There's this, and he said, oh, my knowledge of some of these things are kind of iffy, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. And it was just really smart. So I left. When I came home, I was all happy. I was all chipper. And then my first warning lights went off. He contacted me again, asking for my help. Now, I was like, okay, why? And he said that he made, he was told to make small videos with the code name, which was Hunter's birthday, and followed by the number of the number of the video followed by Hunter's birthday. And so he said that he was given a new job to hype up the Spyro, but unfortunately, to be able to hype up Spyro, right? He said that his job was to hype up Spyro, and that they wanted like little leaks and little tidbits to be released. And so I tried forcing out of him, you gotta show me something. You have to show me something. And he then went on to claim that he had footage of the Artisan's World. And I was like, okay, could you show it to me? And he said no, because he could lose his job. Of course he could. And so there was one thing that I knew that I was like, okay, there's a way to prove this to me. It's really simple. All I would need to do is have him show me a selfie of himself, because on his website, he has a picture of himself. And this is where the evidence unravels. This is where everything unravels. Yeah, I got your comment, Dead Meme. Yes, and thank you. This is when the evidence, and this is actually the pathway that I figured everything out. I asked him for a selfie of himself because I knew if I have his website right here, and there was a picture right there. And if he sent me a different picture with his face, that was the same face but different picture, then I could trust him. Because on the website, it says he still works at Vicarious. Well, he wouldn't. And a friend made, a friend of mine, Josh Gaming, made a point saying, well, the reason why he probably didn't show his face, because I could leak the picture of his face and Vicarious Visions would just eviscerate him. And I was like, yeah, that's possible too. That's very possible. That's probably why he didn't show. And then he started pushing me, saying, listen, you gotta do something right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, something has to happen because everyone is hating on this channel, and this could cost my job. This could cost, and I was just trying to be nice. He was saying this could cost my job if I'm not doing a good enough job. Can you help me? And I was like, you gotta show me something. And he wouldn't. So eventually, I cracked. And that's what I'm shameful for. I cracked. He was forcing me, saying, you have to do something right now, or I'm going to lose my job, or I'm going to this, I'm going to that. And I was just like, I don't want this guy to... Like, he's already giving me information, and I don't want him to lose his job. So I made the live stream last night. And I still stand by the points that I made. I'm not saying I take everything back. I legitimately thought he had convincing evidence. The information he was giving seemed legitimate. And the whole process seemed legitimate, semi. Not real. The process didn't quite seem legitimate. So, but I was just so excited that I possibly had news for Spyro. Something that we've all been looking for. And something that we've been hoping for, official news. So the part of the story that you don't know is that the person was borderline screaming at me. Not screaming, but they were borderline saying, you need to act now or else I'm going to lose my job. And I felt bad. I was like, I don't want this guy to lose his job. And so I thought, okay, I'll try to convince. Because I was convinced, but that doesn't mean you guys were. But I was still impartial. In the back of my head, I wasn't 100% sure. I was still impartial to it. And the reason why, as now, before I was stuttering, I was a stuttering mess. I was because I didn't have full faith in what I was saying. And as you can tell now, even though I'm solemn and I'm still upset, I'm not stuttering. I'm not freaking out. I'm not all over the place. I'm focused because I now know. So the stream happened last night. And then the guy starts feeding me bull crap about how, thank you for helping him, and that maybe he'd be able to get me an early review copy of Spyro, blah, 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 blah. And then I simply asked him, why me? And he fed me this answer that was just like, if I was in your position, I would love to hear what the news about Spyro. I would love to hear about this. I would love to hear about that. And I felt bad for you because you made content and he just blew smoke right up my butt. But still, something inside was like, something's not right here. Something's off in Funky Town. So I talked with a bunch of, with two buddies last night, and I came to the conclusion that there's something the guy isn't telling me. Maybe what he's telling me is true, but maybe his intentions weren't completely kosher. Does this mean the channel is fake then? Yeah, the channel that he created was fake. He took it down. So I came to the conclusion that maybe he's doing his own thing. Maybe he is a part, but he's kind of going after his own things. So, now, yeah, Flame, I'm the one that did this. So this is what happened. Again, so here we go. I thought that he was going off on his own, that he wasn't actually told to do this, but he wanted to find an alternate way to bring kind of self-glory and leak some information. I went to bed last night, and I tossed and turned all night. I tossed and turned. I was like, something is not right. Something isn't right. Even my wife was up. She's like, I don't feel this is right either. There's something off about this. And we both just lied there talking to each other. It was like 4 a.m. and we're like, this is not right. This is not right. there's something wrong. And so I got up, I took my wife to work, and when I got home, I said, I have an idea. Now, the conversation that we were having yesterday, I told him, send me a selfie of yourself. Send me a selfie. He goes, okay, I have one picture that I'm allowed to show you. And he sent me the picture from his website. That doesn't help. So I was like, all right. So I went back to his resume this morning, and he had a link to his LinkedIn profile. So I clicked it. I removed the stream. I'm not having that out there to send out falsified information. I deleted it. I don't care if, for views, whatever, it's gone. I'm not putting it back up. I will not have a video up full of false information. I will have an apology like this that will stay up, but nonetheless, I will not have a video of falsified information up. So this whole time, this guy's feeding me baloney, and I was like, this seems so real, but also not. So I got up this morning, I went to his resume, and there was a LinkedIn profile. And I was like, perfect. So I clicked that. And his LinkedIn profile still says he works at Vicarious Visions as a Q&A tester. And I was just like, wow, this is the guy might be legit. But on it said Christopher Johnson, but that wasn't his name. That was not his name. It was something else that I am not going to mention. And the name came up, and it was a short form. We'll say for the situation, Mike. So if his name was Michael, or we'll use Alex. His resume said Alexander, since Alex is a fraud. His thing said Alexander, but I looked it up on Facebook. I thought, okay, you know what? Yeah, and I just got a message from the original Alex. I just got it back now. He just said, well, thank you for telling me, but like I said, I've never spoken with you before. So anyway, moving on. It said Alexander and his last name. So I typed that into Facebook, and I couldn't find it. But then I thought to myself, what if he short formed it? So I typed in Alex. And the last name. And then on top of that, I put, uh-oh, my stream's going crazy. Sorry, dropping some frames here. Why is it fluctuating so much? So, Vicarious is attacking my stream again. Anyway. So, I contacted Alex, or I looked up Alex, and on his LinkedIn profile, I had where he lived, like his, the state and city, and his name. So I punched that in, and I found a user who matched that description. And I found a user that matched the description, and I clicked on their profile. And after I clicked on their profile, I found the picture of the resume that he has online. The actual resume that he had with his picture on it. I found that along with about 50 other pictures. And they're all him. And I'm like, this is the guy. This is the guy. This is officially the guy. So I messaged him. And I messaged him. I will read it to you. I messaged him. Hello, sir. I was in contact with someone who was claiming that they were you, but I wanted to be sure. Have you contacted me in the past 24 hours? And then I went on to do my Hearthstone stream. In the middle of my Hearthstone stream, he messaged me back. And I was nervous because I was just like, I hope he doesn't think I'm some crazy person. I hope he's some crazy person. Or he did contact me and now he doesn't trust me and blah, 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 blah. And he responded, said, I have not. Who was this person? And I said, you work at Vicarious Visions, right? They're claiming that they are you and are leaking info about upcoming Spyro remaster. They even made a YouTube channel and everything. I saw they had an email and I contacted them and they got back to me. The person had your name and everything. I did a cross-reference and he was using the info on your resume. Last night I was excited because this person started to leak info to me, but as time went on, things got fishy and weird. And he asked, do you have a link to this YouTube channel? And I said, yes, the channel is simply called Spyro the Dragon, but the email that he gave is now gone. He is posting these weird teasers, like as if he was supposed to hype the game up. And then he responded, well, that is very strange. Whoever contacted you is not me, and I do not know anything about them, or what they told you. I no longer work at Vicarious Visions. And that was when I canned the stream. I'm like, I need to go. And I sent him a link, an image of the image that they used. Said this is the picture that they used to say that they were you. But of course, it was a photo that was already public. I saw his private photos, his photos that were set to private on Facebook, and they were all him, all different pictures of him that matched the face that I was sent. And he responded, if someone contacted you pretending to be me, then they are an imposter. And I said, he said that you were a Q&A tester and everything, or that he was a Q&A tester. And I said, he responded, could you provide me with any of his contact information? I said, he only has an email, and I sent him the email. I said, I'm sorry this happened. I'm partial to blame about this. The channel was taken down. And then he responded, well, thank you for telling me, but like I said, I've never spoken with you before today. And if someone contacted you before today claiming to be me, then they were an imposter. Boris, dude, Boris, come on, man. Oh, thank you. And I have to get my thoughts out. So immediately, as soon as I found this out, the guilt that came onto me was insane. Like, I can't tell you guys. I know it's not my fault you guys say that, but nonetheless, even though I was impartial, I was revving everybody up. And I apologize. And I know you guys are going to say, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not, because I did something wrong. I messed up. I know the whole time I was saying that this all could be baloney, this all could be fake, this all could be fake, this all could be fake, this all could be fake. But still, so much hope was given. And the whole time I have been nervous. I have been nervous the whole time, and I was not me yesterday. I wasn't. I didn't feel like me, and some people were saying, you look stressed. What's up, man? What's up? And that was because I wasn't me. Something was wrong. I knew there was something wrong, but I still kept going. I was unprepared. I wasn't set up. But this is why I'm making this video now. I'm making this video now to show you guys that I'm sorry. I made a mistake, and I screwed up. So all these criticisms of saying that I'm stupid, yeah, maybe I am. And I'm sorry. Really, I am. And someone was accusing me yesterday that I was doing it for views. And you know what? No, I was not doing it for views. I was doing it because I was really super excited. I was so excited. And I messed up. And I apologize. And this is why I'm making this public apology. And this video will stay up. The old video is dead. It will not show up. It was my most viewed stream in the past year. Okay, over 500 views, other than the PSX, of over 500 views in less than 24 hours. And it will never, ever see the light of day for the rest that this channel exists. Because there's nothing but full of lies, deceit, and awfulness. So I'm upset, and I'm going to still be upset. So I'm still going to stream the Dragon Ball Fighters at 1 o'clock. Will I go for as long? Maybe not, because I'm stressed out. I'm upset. But the main thing that we got to take away from this, the main thing that we need to take away from this, and what I need to take away from this, is that I need to be more, I need to watch my sources more importantly, but also that don't lose hope. That remaster's coming. That remaster's coming. Everything that this person said was pretty much stuff that we had already assumed. He was just spoon-feeding it right back to us. Taking things that we've said, confirming it to be true. Some things that we knew was a bit of a stretch not to be true. And I'm not setting myself up for disappointment. I'm not disappointed at all. I am disappointed, though. I'm disappointed in me. Not in the fact that the information was fake. I'm not disappointed about that, because before this person came along, I was still convinced that it was going to happen. Right? I didn't need more convincing. Right? I just wanted a confirmation. So yeah, it was all a bunch of garbage. It was all just a bunch of garbage. And I'm disappointed, and I'm not disappointed setting myself up for disappointment, because the whole time, like I said, this all could be garbage. 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 I said it over and over and over and over again in my stream that this may not be true. But I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. And I'm going to try to watch the information that I blurred out. I made a stupid mistake. A mistake that I shouldn't have done. But what we can do is, instead of dwelling on it, we have to move on. We move on from this, because before this information came out, we were already convinced. And I'm sorry. And you know, this person, there was something that I told this person. There was something I told this person that I told this person something, and what I wanted to do, what my plan was that if this person was fake, I'm going to open up my heart to this person. I'm going to expose myself a little bit, and if this person is a fake, they are the biggest, one of the most awful people I know to take advantage of somebody that would tell them what I told them. And this is what I told them. Can I tell you why I want to do YouTube? And he gave an answer saying, it's clear you want to do YouTube, but please tell me, you want it to be your job. You love entertaining people, making them smile. It makes you feel good about yourself. It gives you purpose in life. And I said, I want to do YouTube because I love gaming. But what I love more is my family. I love my family so much. My wife is pregnant with our first child. I want to be here when he or she walks for the first time. I want to be here when they say dada. I love entertaining people, but my family always comes first. This is why I want to do YouTube. I want to entertain, but in my way, my style. And this is why I'm so scared. I work so hard. It's taken me so long. I've been trying for almost 5 years. And the past 6 months, I have caught something. And I don't want to lose it. And this is why I'm so cautious. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I don't trust you. So please, I just want you to understand my position. And I told him, I opened my heart up. This is why I do this. And if there was a time to come out and say, look, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, this is all a fake. This went too far. I'm sorry. Oh, no. No. And he responded with, you are devoted. Nothing can bring you down. If anything, these upcoming videos will bring in people, draw attention to you, because being cautious is smart. It's human nature, and I thank you for trusting me. I really do believe that by the time the Spyro trilogy releases, you will have up to 10,000 subscribers. You have this, man. You are so passionate, and you are so clever. Everything you have got what it takes. Just keep going forward. And you know what? It was all just a bunch of garbage. He willingly, as a fraud, was spoon-feeding me crap after I told him I'm doing this for my family. And I'm angry. He didn't care. He did not care. Or she, for this matter, I don't know. To take somebody, look somebody up, and to claim to be them. For what? What was the achievement? What did he get from it? Nothing. He achieved nothing. Other than making me angry, me opening up my heart in hopes that if this is fake, let me know now. And he took advantage of it. Not only did he not reveal what was the real plan, but he continued. He used it. And I am sorry. But what I'm happy about is that I was able to come to my senses that something wasn't right. That we didn't continue to entertain this imposter for the next few weeks so that they could have entertainment. So they could treat me like a puppet who didn't give a rat about me or my family or my soon-to-be born child. Didn't give anything. And I have a message. If you are watching right now, the imposter, if you are watching right now, I truly hope that you get the best in life. I truly hope that you have a successful life. I hope that something happens to you that blesses you for the rest of your life, and that you can find to do something else other than trick people and hurt people. Because what you did is insane and hurtful. Just to make a leak like that and then to keep going? No. Nope, 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 nope. That's insane. So if you're watching this, I hope the best for you. I really do. So just opening my heart up a little bit to you guys. And again, I apologize for the false information. And I hope that to newcomers, to people who are subscribing, sorry that this is your first image of me. So, we are going to move on. And tomorrow is going to be a better day. Tomorrow is the gender reveal of my baby. And there will be a little live stream for it. And you guys will get to see the gender of my little baby. That I'm going to love, cherish, and take care of. And I'm excited for it. I want you guys to know that I'm okay. I'm doing better. I had to get this off my chest, and I had to get this out there for everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much for trusting me, even though what happened. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for sticking around. You guys are awesome. So, in 40 minutes, I will be streaming Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you guys want to stick around, that would be awesome. I'll talk to you guys next time. And I hope that you guys have a great day. And I hope that this didn't ruin anything for you guys. Have hope. It's coming. And more content, variety of content will be coming soon. Bye, guys.